apologize, everybody. I don't know what happened, technical difficulties, but we're back. If you're watching the recording of this, it may be a little funky as I try and piece these two together. Um, but we're going to get back to it. So,
And
um,
Argoz,
go ahead.
as Argoz finishes his giant sling, like it's a nice, good sized Minotaur sling. Um, you watch as he takes out, um, as he's fiddling around with it, he takes a piece of metal and he carves the initials of all of the rest of Misery's end into like the bag of the sling. Um, he carves everybody's initials, or since he doesn't know how to read or write. He just
What
kind
he
of carves.
thinks.
He thinks is their initials, but if anybody looks at it, it's just a whole bunch of gibberish. Like it's just a bunch of scrapes and scribbles and
Okay. So, you dock at Claysex. And it's not really docking. They kind of just push onto the shallow shore, and you're able to hop off. Nobody's venturing here with you. They basically are dropping you off and leaving. It's going to be up to you to find your way back. Um,
okay.
you look
Um,
around, and it's mostly marshland.
oh man, this is a really bad time to enter into the marsh. This is gonna get all over my fur, and I'm gonna smell stinky. And Mr. Whiskers and Lily are not gonna want shoulder rides. This is gonna suck. And I look down and just see if there's any like stones or any sort of ammunition I could grab to add to a bag so I can add it to my sling.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Ooh, something that I'm actually proficient in. And that's a 17.
Okay. And roll me a d6.
6.
6. All right. You find 6 stones.
Ooh, this will do nicely. And I like um pick the stones and I stick them in my like belt pants pocket on my armor just to kind of hold them there. But also ready to go in case I need to um ready to go at a moment's notice. I also tie the sling
Okay.
around the my belt buckle
All right. So,
and I press on into the swamp or look around to see if actually can I make a perception check to see if there's like a particular way that I can go, like I feel like this is the right way to go.
yeah.
That's a natural one. Oh
Okay.
man.
You have no idea. You just start walking in any old direction.
Oh, that one's got a lot less trees. Like this ought to be good. And I trample, and if anyone's looking, it's actually the most populated tree area that at the opening it just there's like less trees at the opening, but this is the most populated tree area.
So, you begin venturing through, moving through the trees. You are at the point where you don't want to sleep anyway, so you don't rest. Um,
This is so stupid. Push on until I find this witch. Like keep pushing through.
okay. So, eventually you a mist, a fog begins to cover the area. Um, if you look behind you, there's literally no mist, no fog. It's perfectly clear. It's almost like you hit a wall of fog.
Uh, I hate fog. This is really, really stupid.
You keep pushing forward, and Eventually, you come to what looks to be a clearing in the marsh.
Oh,
Um,
thank goodness. Something other than trees.
you see this old hut sitting in the middle. Actually, underneath the hut, you see a rather large boulder that this hut's almost teetering on. It looks like. Um, and what would you like to do?
Does the hut look like it's about to fall over?
No, it looks like it's standing there perfectly.
Wow. Whoever designed that house needs to build the leader's hut of my Minotaur herd when I get back, because that's amazing craftsmanship right there. Wait, there's a hut. I mean, somebody's inside. Uh, is there any lights on? In
You
the
can
hut.
see a little bit of candlelight flickering.
Hello, anybody home?
Are you going to stay
Hello.
back as you call out, or are you going to move forward?
I'm gonna move, like slightly move forward.
Okay, as you move
Um, and
forward,
my hands are up in the air. Um, hello, anybody home?
the house begins to, and eventually the house stands up, and underneath you see chicken legs gripping onto the rock.
Wow, that is one big chicken.
It The house almost turns to you to look as it steps off the rock and begins to.
I'm no bird, but definitely my flight or fight response is definitely kicking in right now, and I don't know what to do.
The house drops back down, and without anything, the door just.
Argoz, walks slowly up and kind of like as he approaches the door, he like knocks on it, and as he steps in, hello, anybody
You,
home in this giant chicken coop, this chicken house?
you see,
Hello.
as you step in, you see somebody turn towards you. A stooped old woman, long nose, milky yellow eyes, wild white hair. She stares at you, unblinking, but at no fixed spot. She kind of moves around. She has no teeth, um, but what you can tell are iron dentures when she talks. She looks to you. Hello. Who might
Hi.
you be?
Um, my name is Argoz, and I'm like a minotaur. And I look up and I like realize that like this is the first like kind of human interaction. And for some reason, probably because he's tired, he's aware that his horns are like probably cracked, misshapen. So he's like, um, I'm sorry about this, but yes, I am a minotaur. I'm just having some difficulties right now.
Oh, that's fine. And you hear, no, it's not. Shh,
Hey, who
shh.
said that?
Don't, don't be rude to the guests. Oh, he doesn't look like a minotaur. Listen, we need to be welcoming. And sorry about that.
It's okay.
I am Barb.
Hi, Barb. It's nice to meet you.
What are you doing way out here?
I don't know how to explain this, but the best way I can. I made a deal with somebody who I regret making a deal with, and now because of it, something very precious has been taken from me, and the cost of it is something that I care about very much in order to get it back.
Hmm. You're not the first to reach out to me.
Wait,
I
you're the person I've been searching for?
doubt you'll be the last. Yes. Do you see anybody else out here?
No. This is a swamp. I've been walking
Yes.
for many, 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 many hours
It's been like
to get here.
two. I watched you.
It's been that long? That's been a long time.
So, come. Let me touch your hand.
Argoz, like, walks forward
And as you do, the
and
door
reaches out.
shuts behind you.
And like he kind of like turns back, and as his hands is like fully reached out, like not, he just is shocked that the door shut behind him as his hand is like directly out in front.
I'm sorry. The house has a mind of its own.
Okay.
And she's kind of like stroking your hand a little bit as she.
You wish to separate yourself from Baphomet.
Yes.
I see. You're not the first. And again, like I said, you won't be the last.
Wait, I'm not the first to separate from Baphomet.
Now, why do you think he is so angry all the time?
Uh, that's very true.
Let me see. I can help you. I can help you separate yourself, but you must do something first.
And what is it that I must do?
Come with me.
And she leads you. So this hut is looks very small, both from the outside and the inside. But you see this door back in the back by the fireplace that she kind of grabs your hand and leads you to. And as she opens the door, it almost opens to an arena type of area that you, even as dumb as you are, you can tell that it does not fit in this house.
I must get the name of your interior decorator because when I look around, that shouldn't be in here. And this is amazing.
Oh, why, thank you. Now,
And she reaches up and touches your forehead, and your eyes go black. You can't see anything for a second, and it shoots back open, and you see standing in front of you yourself.
Whoa.
you.
This. But that looks exactly like me. But I'm right here. But he's also right there. So who in the world is that?
Your worst enemy is yourself. Before you can be freed from Baphomet and learn what you need to learn, you must defeat your own worst enemy, yourself.
He's going down.
So, with that, I need you to roll initiative. You're fighting yourself. I'm going to play you, and you're going to play
I got
you.
an I know this is gonna be weird. I got an 18 on my initiative, since I do have advantage on my initiative.
So did I.
Okay, I guess we'll roll off again. A 15.
You won. That was a 1 and a 3.
Sweet.
So hold on. Let me set up this initiative tracker made by Grapevine Lightworks. Ooh. Check them out on Etsy and on our page. So A1, which is you, and although I don't really need a show tracker, but there's only 2 people. Okay, so I will be looking at your character sheet, marking off stuff, blah blah blah. You don't really have spells anyways, but okay. So with that, so you'll mark your health, obviously. I'm gonna mark your other health on
Yeah,
my
I marked it down
side.
to. I was gonna say I marked my health down to where I was before because I didn't take a long rest and I accidentally indicated that I did, but I
Yeah,
remember what health I was at
that's
before.
fine. This one has full
So
health, so all right. So with that, it's your turn. Let's see who plays the better barbarian.
oh my goodness. Well, to start off, bonus action rage.
Okay.
And then
Uh hold
as
on.
I'm pulling out my Realms Warden Great Axe.
I need you to roll for the wild magic table.
Do you want the D100 or D20 first?
Give me the hold on. D20.
13.
Okay, now D100.
73.
I mean, this doesn't matter for you. Next spell you cast within the hour uses a slot level 1 level higher than what it normally requires. But
Sweet.
doesn't affect you.
Rah! And then I'm going to swing the Realms Warden Great Axe, and I'm gonna aim right for one of his horns. As like
Yes, he actually
as
has
I would.
full horns.
Why can't my copy cannot have horns when I don't? Rah! And I swing the Great Axe at his horns
Okay.
for a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
For 13 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
plus 1 point of radiant damage.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm going to take another step forward and swing again at him and seeing if I can, with my back swing, if I can clip like the horn and also hit a direct hit onto his body.
Okay.
For a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Thirteen points of slashing damage plus another point of radiant damage.
Okay. I think the only saving grace is that you started with less health. So yeah, you walk up, 2 huge swings with your realms warden, and he. So you see what you would expect with him to be a direct hit. He is going to he's going to roll. I'm going to use D&D Beyond to roll a D100. It's a 27, and the D20 is a 10. It's a 10, 27. So you see that around you, there's little weeds that are around you. They all start to come and begin to grow around you, and it has now become difficult terrain. And then on top of that, you see as he gets hit, and this growth happens. All of a sudden, in front of him, 2 cards float.
Cards.
1 and 2. Ooh, not that one. That's a roll card. Did I really get the roll cards? Okay. So the first one, you see him like, and he gains +2 to his strength with the star card. And then where's my other roll card? Okay. He then grabs the other card, flips it over, and looks at you with the card, and you see a large comet hurling towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
9.
Okay. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage as this comet hits you. You try and jump out of the way, and it clips your legs.
Do I take full on that since it's a magical effect?
Yes. Yes, you do. All right. And that doesn't count as his turn. So it goes to his turn. He is going to rage, which again, he will roll on the wild magic table. That's a fucking 2. And the 100. Uh, 35. All right, good thing you're not considered a beast. Because he would be vulnerable to beast for the next hour, and you would have advantage on him, but you're technically not considered a beast. But then you see 6 cards appear before him.
And can I like reach out and grab any of those cards, or are they just like, or is he? They just pop out in front of him and he's just drawing them as quick as he can?
Yeah, they pop out in front, and he just kind of. The first one,
Okay.
card you're all too familiar with.
You lost your soul.
He throws it at you as this black hole opens, and you need to make a strength saving throw.
16.
Okay. You're able to grip onto the ground as the black hole is trying to suck you in, and eventually it closes.
Ugh.
He then grabs the other one, throws the idiot at you. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, man.
This is something
Hey, a
that
13. A 13.
not what you needed, but not bad for you. You are 1 point dumber
So I need to make that on my intelligence or my wisdom.
on your intelligence. He then holds up a holds up another card and throws it on the ground next to him, and a knight appears. Okay. And then takes another one, throws it at you, and this large beam of radiant energy comes down, and we'll see if it hits. That misses with a 6. So you got saved from that one.
And
Then
then the
he grabs another one, throws it at you, throws the moon card, a moonbeam, straight down. That's a 10. That misses. As you dodge out of the way. And then he grabs the last card, the gem card. Excuse me. He grabs the gem card and he hides it away, and it disappears. Now he's going to take his turn. That wasn't even his turn. All right. So, he is going to see raged. He's going to hit. He still has Baphomet's Bardiche, so he's going to attack with that. That is a natural 17 plus 8. Should it hit? Then that is 12 points of regular damage with 7 points of psychic.
So 12 points
12
of regular
points
damage.
halved to 6,
Okay.
and then 6
Plus,
points of psychic.
so that means 12 points of damage.
Correct. Because the psychic is not halved, and he's going to go again. Same thing. As a 14 plus 8, that hits.
Yep.
That is 14 points of slashing damage. Have to 7 plus 10 points of psychic. As he runs over to you, hits you hard.
And I'm gonna let the wild magic kind of soar through my body, so I'm gonna roll off the wild magic table again.
Okay.
Oh no, that's a natural 1 on a d20
Okay, that's an extreme.
with a 38.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
What's your spell save DC? Actually, I can see it. You don't really
8
have a spell.
No, I don't. 18 on the wisdom saving throw.
I'll give it to you because that's high. You technically are supposed to roll against your. They don't count wild magic barbarians in this. But you would have been polymorphed into a cat for a minute. But you saved. So you feel this, and you just kind of shake it off. All right. It is actually the knight's turn. The knight next to him is going to run up to you He's small compared to you. Just run up with a sword and miss with a natural 3. He just kind of goes to swing, and you just kind of put your hand on top of his head as he's swinging at you. That ends his turn. It's your turn.
And I'm gonna swing my Realm's Warden Great Axe back at the other Argoz. This time, going for the full on, like swing as hard as I can right into his hip and see if I can bisect him.
Okay.
Natural 20.
There you go. All right. Roll damage.
And then I roll a 1 and then a natural 2 on the D12s. Ah! And then do I roll 2d8s on the radiant damage or just the regular 1d8?
It's 1d8 and doubled. Yeah, it's always, you don't ever roll 2 dice. It's always 1 dice and double whatever you get.
Okay. Then it's 6 points of slashing damage and then 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then because I have great master weapon attack, I'm going to make as a bonus action make another melee weapon attack with the Realm's Warden Great Axe
Okay.
with a 17.
Definitely hits.
9 points of slashing damage plus 4 points of radiant damage. And then I'm going to follow it up with another regular attack with the Realm's Warden Great Axe.
All right. Man,
That's
we need to fight Maresh against Argoz.
I know. That's 27 to hit. That was a 19 on the
That
die
definitely hits.
for 7 points of slashing damage plus 2 points of radiant damage.
Okay. As you just unleash this barrage of hits. Instead of rolling for all 3, I'm just gonna roll for 1 on the wild magic table. That's a fucking natural 2. God,
Ooh, boy.
I roll better as Maresh too.
I know. Maresh against Argoz. I think Maresh would count has advantage on attacks, but Argoz has got that wild magic table. It'd be a good fight.
72. Oh, he gains a phantom steed for 1 week.
Are you kidding me? Oh man.
And then let's see. Good thing that was only 1. 1 card appears in front of him. And you see the card just disappear along with the sword that's on his back disappear. And he just and he runs at you to attack. With
Come here, Beastie.
nothing because he has no fucking sword. He has horns, so that's what he's going to use. He's going to charge at you and try and get you with the horns. That's a natural fucking 20.
Dang it.
That is 12 points of piercing damage. Half to 6. Your horns are only do 1d6 plus 3. So I rolled a fucking natural 3. So
Nice.
6 points of piercing damage. And then he's going to try and pierce you with the other horn.
Okay.
That's a natural 2. He misses. But he is then going to make another attack as a bonus action since he did crit. That's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
That is 7 points of piercing damage.
How much? 7?
7 halved. Go and have it to 4. As he just starts spearing you with these horns.
All right, that's give me those.
It's your turn.
Does he not have the knight with him anymore?
No, the knight ran off. He's fucking terrified.
You watch as Argoz, seeing the second horn kind of graze like with that as he tries to come across with that graze. Argoz is going to take his axe, kind of see if he gets side step, and then like come down directly on top of the horn tips and see if he can break.
Okay.
That's an 11 to hit.
That misses.
Overswing. When I overswing, I'm like, and then I'm gonna like turn the axe head and like try and go into his stomach.
Okay.
With a 13 to hit. Man.
And that misses too. He just kind of like pushes it out of the way. Lucky for you though, he didn't take any hits. So no wild magic table, no cards. It's just him attacking with his fist. That is a dirty 20.
That hit.
And for 3 points, or I'm sorry, 4 points, because it's just an automatic 4. 4 points of bludgeoning damage, half to 2. And he's going to attack again, unarmed.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
That hit.
For 4, half to 2. He just
And then after the second hit, wild magic surges through Argoz again.
Okay.
For a 17 on the die on the D20.
17 you said?
Yeah, and a 20 on the hang on, give me one. Yep, a 20 on the D100.
You get hit and you're like, God, I gotta fucking pee. I have to pee. I have to pee. I have to pee. Really bad. Are you gonna relieve yourself now or not?
I'm gonna. Oh man, I have to pee. I'm just gonna like kind of stand directly where the other me is standing and just let loose.
Okay. All right. So if you would not have relieved yourself, your strength and intelligence would have been reduced by 1. And if you wouldn't have done it in the next 2 minutes, your charisma would have been reduced by 4 for an hour until you changed your pants. But you just pissed your pants. So.
Ugh. And then just seeing that, like I just peed. You didn't do anything, and then slash at his head with the Realm's One and Great Axe.
Okay.
11. Golly.
Yes.
18 on the second one.
That one hits.
For 9 points of slashing damage plus 3 points of radiant damage.
All right. He going to roll. That's a 17. Huh, he's smarter than you. His intelligence just increased by 2 for a minute. And he
What?
kind of looks and he just waves the cards away. And he's going to attack with the horns. 17
Okay.
to hit.
That hit.
That is 6, 7, 8, 9 points of piercing damage. Half to 5. Horns again. Natural 18.
That hit.
4 points, half to 2. I see right across your chest.
At this, you see when he slashes across, you see just a nice like blood is beginning to drip down from his wounds onto the floor or the arena.
All right, you're up.
He's gonna take. He kind of like takes a second after getting slashed across the chest, and he slams his Realm's Warden Great Axe in an attempt to hit the other Argoz like in the legs.
Okay,
22
that definitely hits.
for 6 points of slashing damage plus 2 points of radiant damage.
Okay,
And then after hitting him in the leg, he's going to switch the blade. And he's going to try and hit him in the other leg to see if that will do enough force to bring him down to his knees.
okay,
20 to hit
that hits.
for 10 points of slashing damage plus 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay, and he drops to his knees. And he just stares up at you.
You are a disgrace to the name Argoz. Is he doing anything at me at this point?
No.
You watch as Argoz takes his Realm's Warden Great Axe like he's going to. He reaches back and he slaps the axe onto his back, and then he grabs the horns of the other Argoz, and he's going to just attempt to just snap the other Argoz's neck.
Okay, we're gonna do a contested athletics.
22.
22. I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 14 as well.
All right, again.
Natural 1.
16. You go to and he
I'm gonna just like I'm just gonna like reach back and like kick him a couple times in the chest to see if that works, and then try it again and just keep twisting.
make. So at this point, it's a grapple. So we're gonna go ahead and make another contested athletics.
That's a natural 2.
You grab the horns, kick him a few times, and I rolled a natural 1.
Oh man, that's the only way I was gonna win that.
You just-
Oh my goodness.
And you see he falls and black purplish smoke. He disappears. And you
What?
see out of nowhere the witch appear. You did well.
Well, do you? I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. That's all I can say at this point.
And
he like coughs up.
she touches you, and you gain full healing. and your exhaustion is removed as well.
So just take a long rest then, like
Yep.
get the effects of
Yeah.
long rest essentially.
Yep. And she kind of just leads you back into the house, where there is ale waiting for you at the table.
Ugh. I really could use a whole big goblet of this. And he just reaches over and grabs the ale, and he just and just um starts drinking ale. Um, uh, is there like food on the table at all, or is it just
Oh yeah,
ale?
there's a whole feast.
Okay, you
Raw
watch as
meat.
he just grabs the raw meat and just doesn't care, and just he doesn't care how cold it is, how warm it is. He just and he just
Now, save yourself.
save my, save myself. I just fought myself.
She sits down across from you, and um she she looks at you.
Now,
About this curse you have.
You mean my deal with Baphomet?
no, not that one.
What other curse can I possibly have on me right now? As he's like eating meat. What curse could I have on me right now? I only have a deal with Baphomet.
Something has been happening to you, has it not?
Hmm. I mean, I do. I do. Sometimes when I run, I float. Otherwise, and as he's like got like a piece of raw meat, and he's just like kind of. Otherwise, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. He like turns and sees it.
Do you
I think something's wrong with me.
do you have memories of your childhood as a minotaur?
No. All I
Oh,
have is like weird dreams of like different flashy colors and like my friends dying. It's that's all I have. I don't have any memories. Like I have some memories, I guess, of like beating my brothers and like eventually killing my dad to get to the top, which is why I have my giant horn necklace. Um, but I don't remember much until I met Misery's End.
very
If that's what
well.
you're referring.
Stand up.
Uh, mm, uh, he like plops the piece of raw meat on the plate and like stands up. Ugh.
Come.
Okay, and like walks down. Do you want me to put like? You want my hands? Or what?
Your hands.
They're kind of bloody from the raw meat.
Your hands.
Okay then. Like pops both hands.
And she
Close your eyes.
Okay, okay. Like you can tell he's very hesitant to close his eyes. But he does because he's scared of like he's going to get these visions back, like the scary ones.
and as you close your eyes, you feel this warm sensation come over you as you feel yourself shrink down, down, down. You don't feel as bulky. You feel a little cold, to be honest, and your head's a little bit lighter.
What? 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 What?
Can you
What?
describe what the witch sees when she opens her eyes?
She sees before him a young boy, probably, yeah, like 15, 20 years of age, um long black hair, um uh a scar runs down the left side, the bottom half of his left eye, all the way down to um just right past his chin bone, where his chin bone would sit. um you see his hands are um very human like. His face, his whole appearance, he appears to be human. But he appears human, but like on his arms and some of parts of his legs, you see small tufts of black fur, kind of spread throughout. Um, you see, what really catches the witch's eye is a pair of bright blue eyes, like sky blue eyes. Um, what? As his voice, as he loses the gruff minotaur voice. What, what's 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 going on? What?
I have removed the curse that was placed on you as a child.
I was cursed.
Yes, you were born this way.
You mean all those memories of all those people, the Minotaur clan, my brothers, my dad, my mom, my family, all that was fake?
They're not really your family. You come from
And,
somewhere else.
he's only standing about like 5'2" compared to
And
Argos's massive like.
she's about 4'9", hunched over.
So, where do I come from?
That is something we will reveal in time. First, this curse has also separated you from Baphomet. But I give you a
What about?
choice.
And she touches your head, and she you see these like visions of black and purple magic floating around, and then it switches to this elemental type, like fire and water and all of that. And then you open your eyes. Which do you choose?
The elemental, that the water, the earth, the fire. I want more of that.
Very
The dark,
well.
spooky, the dark, spooky. I don't want any more. I don't want any. Uh, what about my friends?
She doesn't say anything, touches you, and you feel this sudden surge through you. Your levels in fighter now change to levels in sorcerer.
Okay.
Um,
That's magic will still come at a price.
What price must be paid?
Your soul is back, but you must stay with me for a while so I can teach you what you need to learn.
And like he reaches up and he grabs his axe, the Realm's Warden Great Axe. Am I still
Yes.
an angry warrior?
You're still a barbaric fighter, but with a little bit of flair now.
Will this help me?
Perhaps if you let me teach you. And there's one more thing, and she grabs your arm, and you have those big cufflinks that are kind of sliding off now, and she grabs this thing. You have a history with it.
I, every time I get those cards, I always thought those cards answered all my questions. Whether whether I needed to uh, separate myself from Baphomet, or I wanted riches and glory, or I just needed no, I wanted something more. Like when Bakira when Bakira made that deal with that dragon, I just wanted to wish the dragon away.
Instead, you wished yourself away.
Yeah, or like when Baphomet first came to me, and after I realized what the hacks had done, when he took my soul, I wanted to wish the deal away. And the only thing I could think of at the time was that that if I could wish that Baphomet never made that deal with me, I could get my soul back, and he'd take that axe, and I wouldn't hurt my friends.
So, it seems to me you rely on this thing.
I know that that deck from, well, I guess I don't know now. From my past, I've heard stories about a deck of cards that can influence fate itself. I thought maybe I could change my own.
Perhaps. Perhaps you don't need the deck, but they need you.
Why would a deck of cards want with me?
How many do you pick?
Um, uh, I pick three. I pick three.
Three. And she kind of waves her hands and they magically shuffle themselves. One.
And 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 at this, Argoz just kind of puts his head. If Lily finds out I drew cards from the deck, oh, Lily's gonna kill me.
This might be a first, everybody. Um, and she holds up one that you never have gotten before, the skull. And instead of telling you what it is, she slaps it onto your chest as it disappears.
Ow!
Another one. All right. Slaps it onto your chest.
Ow!
Y'all, this is the first time Argoz has never drawn a void.
Yes!
And it's because he's human now.
For once, it must be the Minotaur. The Minotaur curse.
She slaps it onto your chest as they disappear. Would you like to try some more?
Argos looks around. Do I have to keep getting slapped in the chest?
Yes.
Well, might as well get it over with. Let's draw 5.
I'm not shuffling. This one's interesting. I'll save this one for later.
Like you see Argos like he's like ready to get hit in the chest, and then he hears save it for later. You're not gonna hit me in the chest with that card?
Hit you with the next card. Wow, you turned into court in there.
Well, he did hit me right in the diaphragm. That hurt. That hurt. Can you? Ah! Man, I'm gonna get a bruise. God damn it! I'll break my ribs first.
Again. Argos didn't choose the fucking
2 for 2 tonight. Ow!
This card is one I think you shall keep. And so you notice that she never let you see the cards. She never let you see the face of the cards. She drew them, she looked at them, and she slapped them onto you. So you've never seen the face. Meaning
Okay.
these cards can't affect you.
Okay.
Until this one. I think you may have earned this down the road. The throne.
Does she hold it out for Argos to reach, or does she?
To reach.
Argos reaches out. And he
You
takes
grab
it.
it and you feel this surge, this sense of duty of King Argoz. Now. And she puts the deck away. And she looks at it and slaps it onto your chest as the entire deck just disappears.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Now, it's the deck that needs you. I will teach you how to harness this deck like your illusion did. And over a course of time, she will teach you how to make the deck of many things your ally. What will happen again after your journey is complete? Anytime you roll on the magic table, you will roll a d6, and that number of cards will appear in front of you. And
Okay.
then you, being the master of the deck, when your journey is complete, you will be able to choose whether the cards affect you or somebody else.
Okay.
Um, Now, you must stay with me for a while, and I will teach you what you need to know. And perhaps, in time, the truth will be revealed.
I guess I'm ready for the truth. I'll do
But
whatever it takes.
we need a name. Argoz is a Minotaur name, and you are no Minotaur. So, sit, eat, drink, and think. We will
You
fix you yet.
Argos sits down at the table. Do we have any water at this table?
Perhaps. And she summons a glass of water for you.
Um, so he drinks the water, but like before, for some reason he's just drawn to the raw meat and just
And as Argoz is doing that, before he looks to Barb and reveals what his new name shall be as a human. That's where we're going to end tonight. We will pick back up with this next Wednesday. Tune in to see Argoz's new name, to see his journey with the witch, and to see what other truth will be revealed. Ethan, I believe you promised the people something.
I did. I did. So, once again, guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching the Adventures of Argaz. For those of you that stuck into the end, here is a sneak preview of what our cast and crew of Misery's End, or shall they come up with a new name, in Tales Told in the Wild West. So here's a sneak peek at what is to come. So for those of you sticking around to the end, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine something. The year is 1884, and the town of Watika is bustling. The small town is in the midst of election for mayor between the current mayor Whitestone, the New Yorker Bart Thomason, and the underdog Miss Knowles. Even though the town has a population of only 300 people, the town has nearly doubled in size due to all three candidates pulling in favors from benefactors. The reason the mayorship is coveted, even though all three candidates have denied it, is the rumor that the town sits on top of the largest gold mine this side of the states. The town has been known over the last couple of weeks for the disappearance of Mayor Whitestone's wife, Martha. She's been missing for 2 weeks. Some say she's been missing for longer. Others say it's the mayor in an attempt to garner votes that caused her disappearance. Others say she left him because pressures of the office. Martha's brother Nicholas has reached out in desperate need of our new heroes who you will meet this Sunday, to meet him at Town Hall, where he wishes to hire their services to find his long-lost sister. What will our adventures find? Stay tuned this Sunday as our tales told in the Wild West, in the town of Watika, hold great adventures and great stories to be told.
Please join us on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/dungeons_and_magi, to see our new continuous one shot that will air the last Sunday of every month. As we concluded the journey of Scarlet Brigade. Once again, this one shot Tales Told in the Wild West was written by Ethan himself. The foundation, the role system, everything was designed by myself. Class systems, spells, everything that you will see mechanical wise was designed by me, but Ethan designed the entire story. If this goes well, if this gets popular, perhaps this will be produced. But please tune in with us. We would like to thank our sponsors again, Dungeon Crate.
Dungeon Crate!
Thank you again for being an awesome sponsor for the year. And thank you again, Coltzilla, for the deck of many things. You will get much use.
Oh, Coltzilla, that deck of many things looks sweet.
Beautiful.
I love the card designs on it. It looks authentic, like these cards have been through the wear and tear. But as Caleb has pointed out, he just got these in the mail. Like, that shows a dedication and craftsmanship to the work.
Yes.
So, thank you.
So, that concludes tonight's episode of Argoz's Arduous Adventures. Again, tune in on Sunday for our continuous one-shot with our normal cast and crew, and tune in next Wednesday to see what happens with Argoz. Thank you, everybody. We love you. And join us next week as we roll the damn dice. Goodbye, everybody.
Night, everyone.